Today we're making 5 Crockpot freezer meals, but we're doubling them. So we're actually going to have 10. So that way I can have some of my favorite meals now and also in a month from now. And the best part is I only spent $140 in groceries for all 10 meals. Each meal is going to feed 6 people, and that makes it only $14 for each meal. It's unbelievable. Today I'm going to share my secret on how I only spend 2 minutes in the morning to get dinner done every single night. It's Crockpot freezer cooking. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's where you dump a bunch of raw ingredients into a bag. This bag then goes into the freezer. You have dinner waiting on you. You wake up, pull it out of your freezer or your fridge, dump it in the crock pot, come home, and dinner is already waiting on you. No cleanup, no chopping, and you still have an amazing dinner waiting at home for you. Hi, I'm Carrie with eatingonadime.com, and I love helping people eat well on a budget. Today we're doing 10 meals today, and my favorite part is we only spent $140 in groceries. By the end of this video, you are gonna know how to make 10 dinners just like me, and you are not going to have to worry about dinner for the next 2 weeks. I have all the recipes linked in the description for you. Let's get prepping. Step 1 is you need your freezer bags. I like to do freezer bags with the sliders on them. Trust me, you'll thank me later. And then we're going to label each bag. I've got my recipes printed out. Remember, all of the recipes we're making today are linked in the description, and I'm gonna grab the title and write them with a permanent marker on every single bag. Don't skip this part or you're gonna have a bunch of mystery meals in your freezer. Once this is finished, you're ready to add the meat. Now, I'm just using regular freezer bags today, but you can also use reusable freezer bags if you'd like. Step number 2 is we are going to actually add the meat. Now, instead of just like opening this up and adding all the ingredients, my secret tip is to do everything in batches. So what we do is we add all the meat to the bags and set them aside. So that way we don't get any cross-contamination. Now we have our freezer bag holders. These are awesome. They're linked below. What's so great is they open up your bags. Maybe not for me today. Now this recipe, we are going to do the chicken stroganoff, and we need 4 chicken breasts into each bag. I'm just following the directions on here. Now this one doesn't need to be cut up or anything, so technically you could just go ahead and start with the meals, but I'll explain why I like to get all the meat done before we start. Next, we add in our meatballs for the meatballs and gravy recipe, and I'm just showing you how we get all of the meats into all of the bags. Get rid of the trash. And all the meat is in the bag. Let me tell you why. Now, when you mess with meat, surely the chicken was okay, the meatballs were okay, but when you start getting into pork tenderloins and beef, it's a lot of juice and a lot of cross-contamination. So we do them all. We do a quick wash of the countertop. I highly recommend you do it by a sink. That makes your life even easier. And then you just grab your recipes and put them right on top of the recipe that it goes to. And you're ready to prep. Now it's time to prep, and this is where it gets really fast. You have your recipe. Our first one is slow cooker chicken stroganoff. It's a delicious recipe that mushroom lovers will love. You serve it on egg noodles, loaded with flavor and super budget friendly. We're going to start off with our chicken is already in the bag, remember that, and then we're going to add in our mushrooms. This is for double, so half of it's going in this bag and half of it's going in this bag. Oops, run away mushroom. I probably could have just dumped it in there, but you know, this is real life here. Now we're gonna add a cream of chicken soup to each bag. We do have a homemade recipe if you would prefer that. It's really easy to make, but not today because we are trying to get these done quick. They also make like gluten-free ones now, so that's awesome for my gluten-free buddies. Then we're gonna add a packet of dry onion soup mix to each one. And of course the same in the second bag. See how easy it is to do? Half a teaspoon of, oh, I did a 1/4 teaspoon, so I gotta double it, in each bag. And remember, the freezer bags, the bags are awesome seasoning. Everything is linked for you in the description. Done. First meal done, 2 meals finished, literally in minutes. So this is how I like to do my bags real quick. So tap it down, kind of fold it to get some of the air out, and then zip it shut. That is why we love the zippers. You don't have to worry about them busting open or anything. It's done. These are off. I'm gonna put these to the side so we have more, because our next one is meatballs and gravy. Recipe number 2 is our Crockpot meatballs and gravy. This is one that the kids are gonna be obsessed with. It has an amazing sauce that tastes delicious on mashed potatoes, rice, egg noodles, pretty much anything that you can think of. It's gonna be amazing. So we're gonna start with about 3/4 of a cup-ish to 1/2 a cup. Doesn't have to be exact. And 1 brown gravy mix per bag. Now the reason that we do this is sometimes this doesn't dissolve well if you just dump it in a bag. So we always like to dissolve it in liquid first, because then you'll have a much tastier and less grainy gravy. And then pour it right in. And now we're gonna do it for the second bag. I wanna be clear that I meant water. So I know it looks dirty, but it's just because we already did one. So we're doing about 1/2 a cup to 3/4 a cup of water. So our next tip is that we actually don't believe in freezing lots of liquid. If you have a recipe that needs like 2 cups of liquid, don't freeze it. So if you're kind of confused, this recipe actually calls for 2 cups of water when you make it, but I'm only freezing 1/2 a cup of water just to get that gravy to dissolve. And then we're gonna add the rest of it on cooking day. It frees up room in your freezer, and it's so easy to add in the crock pot in the morning. Now we're gonna add our cream of mushroom soups, 1 of them per bag. Shake it out. Now we're gonna add a teaspoon of onion powder to each bag. And a teaspoon of garlic powder. I'm literally just reading off of my own recipes that we printed off. Remember, you don't have to write these down. They're all linked in the description. And last but definitely not least, a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Do you say Worcestershire or Worcestershire? Let me know in the comments. Don't know how you're gonna tell me in the comments, but let me know. And I'm sorry, this is saving the best for last. We have a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, and now these meals are finished. A quick of taking out the air, zip them up, and we're ready to do a quick tidy up and do the next meal. So that would be probably my 3rd tip for speediness, is you'll move these out of the way, and then we're just gonna do a quick cleanup. Any trash we had, we already threw away, and move our seasonings back. Recipe number 3, we're gonna make beef tacos. Our beef tacos have been loved by millions. It has 5 stars for a reason, because not only is it delicious, it's really simple to make. 3 ingredients is all you need. We start off with a chuck roast in the bag. Any kind of roast will work. You could even do like a pork roast if you want to. But we have a 2 to 3 pounds inside each bag. You only need 3 ingredients for this awesome recipe. We're gonna throw in about 1/2 a cup of salsa. And honestly, if I wasn't doing a video for you, I would have just eyeballed it. Because I've made this, I mean, geez. It's kind of scary to say 20 years. But I think it might be true. Now we need just a taco seasoning packet, in each bag. I've got 8 kids, and this is one recipe that they will fight over. We can eat it so many ways. Every single kid loves this easy recipe. Now we just gotta take it off, guys. That recipe is done. So simple and easy to make. You can make this as tacos, but if you want your second one, this is delicious as burritos and quesadillas. I mean, there's so many ideas to use with your leftovers and stuff. I mean, I could have probably made 10 of these and kept them in my freezer. Now we're gonna slide this over, and then our next recipe, pork tenderloin. This slow cooker pork tenderloin has an amazing gravy. It cooks all day. It is simple and budget friendly, that you can eat it any night of the week, but you can also serve this to company. And this recipe actually serves 8 people. So you can even get a second meal out of this. First, we need some minced garlic. I'm doing the pre-mince today. You do you, boo. We're gonna do 2 teaspoons in each bag. If you wanna mince your own, it's about 2 cloves of garlic each bag. Then we need Italian seasoning, okay? We're gonna do 2 teaspoons. Let me share you a secret. This is why I love these. This is all wet from that minced garlic, so I'm gonna turn it, use the other side for the Italian seasonings. If you do not have these measuring spoons, you're missing out. Because not only are they double-sided, they're also magnetic, and I have them linked for you. Now we need salt, pepper, and onion powder. We need, it looks like a 1/4 teaspoon of the black pepper and the onion powder. So I'm gonna do that first. 1/4 teaspoon in this bag, 1/4 teaspoon in that bag. Onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon in this bag. Remember, you don't have to write all these down and pause the video, even though you can, I won't get mad. We do have all the recipes plus even more awesome recipes linked in the description. And then we're going to go with a 1/2 teaspoon of salt in each bag. And then we'll need some honey. We're gonna do about 3 tablespoons. I'm gonna actually just open this up. But I'm not gonna measure it. I'm gonna measure it with my heart today. That might have been a little more, but that's okay. It's pork. You need a little honey with your pork tenderloin. Then we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of soy sauce to each bag. I don't know if you noticed, but I always hold the measuring over the bag. So that way if you mess up like that, it's all in the bag. Who cares? Then we need balsamic vinegar, 3 tablespoons for each bag. I am obsessed with balsamic vinegar. Let me know if you like it. Now I gotta count this one out. 1, because then I'll forget if I did it. 2, and 3. That's it, it's done. Now we're just gonna take it off and get it ready. I'll have to clean up a little bit because I made a little bit of a mess. Not gonna lie, I'm a little sloppy. If the ingredients seem a little weird on this, don't worry. This stuff is amazing. We just made it not too long ago, and I can't wait to eat this one again. Okay, recipe number 4 is moving to the side. We are getting the stockpile. I'm obsessed with it. Last, but definitely not least, recipe number 5. The last one is French onion chicken, friends. If you love French onion soup, you are going to love this recipe. It is loaded with flavor, and it's so easy to make. Now we first have 3 boneless, skinless chicken breasts in each bag. If you're not a chicken breast lover, you can do chicken thighs too. And you can't have French onion chicken without onions. We're using Vidalia onions today. These are sweet onions, and I highly recommend that you get these. It's a 3-pound bag, and so we need 1 pound of onions for each bag. Then we're gonna slice them up. The cool thing about this is the crock pot will just like cook these way down. So you wanna make sure you slice them up really thick, so there's not gonna be a lot of work to it. I'm gonna peel up the edges. I like to cut mine in half, mainly because it's easier to cut your knife without cutting your fingers off than if you keep them whole. But you do you, no judgment. Then I'm just going to run them. See, it was just 2 little cuts. And the onion is sliced. I've got 1 onion sliced, and then we gotta slice the rest. I love it when they cut themselves. Now we're gonna put half of these-ish without dropping most of them on the floor into one and half into the other. Whew, these onions are strong today. Then we add in a 1/4 cup of balsamic into each bag. And it's okay if you go a little heavy on the balsamic, because balsamic is life. Then we need a 1/4 teaspoon of thyme in each one. Now I am doing thyme leaves, not ground thyme. You'll need to do a lot less if you're using ground. And then 1 teaspoon of salt into each. And that's done, friends. We just finished up our 10 meals. Isn't that crazy? So easy to do. And now I do not have to worry about dinner for 10 nights. Remember, you can get all of these recipes plus even more of our favorite Crockpot freezer meals linked in the description below. Now this is actually the exact system that I use as a busy working mom of 8 kids to have dinner done every single night. 10 meals, friends. Now I even created a club doing Crockpot freezer cooking because it transformed dinner time for me. And now, 7 years later, we have helped thousands of people save money and eat well on a budget. We have a special link in the description right now where you can try out our club. It's only $14.99 a month, but you can try it out completely for free. My freezer is now going to be stocked, so if you are jealous just like me, make sure you join the club for free and you check out all of these recipes. If you love budget-friendly recipes, we are really good at that. So you want to make sure you watch this next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I don't want you to miss our next video, which is going to be just as amazing. I hope that you are loving what we're doing here. You guys, happy meal prepping, and I'll see you next time.